So I've long been a fan of micro brands because I think they offer a lot of value for money, something that the bigger companies for some reason don't seem to be able to offer or don't want to offer or don't care. It's kind of counterintuitive. You would think these small micro brands offer so much value for your money, and they tend to listen to their customers and their fan base, and they tend to give the people what they want, albeit on a smaller scale. I think it might have something to do with the bigger companies, Seiko, just not listening or not caring. And I hope that turns around. But today we're going to talk about one micro brand that I'm a big fan of that I think just offers a killer amount for what you pay. And they kind of set the standard, and they're open to changing and listening to people, all the things I talked about. And that today is, if you saw the thumbnail, is ZELOS. So today we're going to take a look at the ZELOS Hammerhead V3 with the burnt orange dial. This is a fantastic watch. ZELOS is one of those companies that do exactly what I just talked about. They will roll in changes to their watches. They will listen to the customers. They'll say, "What you want, sapphire? You got it. You want better lume? You got it. Oh, this clasp was a little bit sharp. We'll smooth it out." They do all that. And they offer, if you're not familiar with them, please get familiar with them, and hopefully this video will help you out. They offer just an insane amount of watch for the money, and these guys are on the top list of micro brands. I suspect they will be getting into what I call an independent brand very soon. They might actually be there. Let me know if you think they're actually there. But let's get this bad boy over to the table and do a deeper dive into the ZELOS Hammerhead V3. And let's rock this watch. All right, folks, so here it is, the ZELOS Hammerhead V3 with the burnt orange dial. Guys, this is a fantastic looking dial on this watch. It's just insane. I can't say enough about it. It just bursts like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 44 millimeter case diameter. It is 15 millimeters thick to the slightly domed sapphire crystal. It is 49 millimeters lug to lug. However, it does have male end links, but if you'll notice, they do not protrude. They don't shoot out like a lot of male end links. These things drop right off, almost following the case shape right there, which is very cool. And it only extends it to 52 millimeters. So it's a very, the watch wears very compact because of its case shape. It has a 22 millimeter lug width. It is powered by the Seiko NH35 automatic movement. Again, it does have a sapphire crystal with AR coating. This bad boy boasts 300 meters of water resistance. It has a 4 o'clock signed and loomed, that is loomed, very cool, screw down crown. Okay, the bracelet is 22 millimeters, tapering down to 20. All right, it has solid links, solid end links, and it is held together with screw pins. It has a fully milled fold over clasp, all right, with their quick adjustment system. You just pull this lever, boop, pull it right out, gives you an extra, almost looks like an extra length worth of quick adjustment. And if you want to close it in, you just push it right in and it locks right up. It's very awesome. So this has 120 click unidirectional dive timing bezel, and the clicks it's awesome. Everything lines up. The clicks are amazing on this thing. It's crazy. You got the ZELOS logo at the 12. This one has a 6 o'clock date window. It says Hammerhead, 300 meters, 1,000 feet. It's awesome. This thing is awesome, man. I wanted one of these. Little story about this sucker. I wanted one of these when they released it. I hemmed and hawed. I said, I don't know. And I missed out because they sold out very quick. If you guys are not familiar with ZELOS, and I assume most people watching this video are, but for those who are not familiar with ZELOS, they make limited runs of watches in limited colors. For example, this Hammerhead, they might release, and I'm not sure, okay, so I'm not speaking this fact, that they might release, let's say, 10 different colorways. And the reason I say that is they launched a line of bronze Hammerheads. Okay, so they either released like 5 or 6 of these colors. You'll have like a frost white dial, a burnt orange, a red, a blue, a green, you know, with all of them looking really good. But each one of those was limited to about 300 pieces, and this one is limited to 300 pieces. So they sell out quick. They sell out quick, and usually the carbon dial ones and the special ones with the Damascus, or what they call Damascus, which was the kind of a tiger striped titanium, those sell out instantly. You can't even, they're ridiculously difficult to get, so you got to go over to eBay or buy them on the secondary market. Luckily, I was able to pick this one up on the secondary market, and I'm glad I have one now, but I'm kicking myself for not picking up one earlier because this is fantastic. Now, stated before, it is a 44 millimeter case, okay? That's measured across here. You measure here, it's more like 45. However, this is why I state, and again, I've said I'm gonna make a video on this, why specs and features don't tell the entire story. This does not wear, and it doesn't perceive to wear, as some other 44 millimeter watches because of the case shape on here. The way it sits, the dial and everything right here is more like a 40 inside, and it's not a big 44 millimeter round case. It's just how compact it is, short and stubby. She is a little bit tubby at 15, but the way the case shape of these, they are very deceptive on how they wear. And they're awesome. I can't speak highly enough about ZELOS. Now, unfortunately, like I said before, this is sold out, so you might have to go look on eBay or some other places, and people tend to charge a premium for these because they know you can't get them again. Guys, keep an eye on ZELOS when they drop stuff. I recommend you go over and sign up for their newsletter if this type of stuff interests you. You will not be disappointed. And I'm not getting paid to say this. This is probably the 12th ZELOS I've owned a dozen or more ZELOS, and yeah, this one's fantastic. It is a big, bulky watch. If you have smaller wrists, I have a 7.5 inch wrist, so I could pull this off. If you have smaller wrists, you might be able to get down to 7. Anything under 7, I'm not sure about this one. I would try it on first, but it is very compact, so it'll wear. It does not wear bad at all. So let's take a look at the case back, and then we'll hit the loom up in a little bit. So yeah, guys, there it is. It says ZELOS Hammerhead 3, 300 meters, water resistant, Seiko movement, sapphire crystal, number. Got to kind of get that thing in there to keep an eye on it. 137 of 300. So yeah, like I said, it was 300. There's a couple of Hammerhead sharks there. It's man, it's awesome. This is an awesome watch. So let's see what it looks like on the wrist. Let me get this. By the way, what am I wearing today? Today I'm rocking my Grand Seiko Snowflake. Grand Seiko's another, they just make fantastic watches. So if you were into the man-sized divers, this is the business right here. This is what's up. I mean, she's a beefy big boy, and it's very cool. So let's get a loom shot and see what that looks like. All right, gents, so there it is. As you can see, even the logo is loomed on this bad boy. You want to talk about loom. These guys give Seiko a run for their money, no cap. I'm not even kidding. These guys, they do work, okay? So as you can see, chapter ring fully loomed, which by the way, that is a ceramic bezel insert. So, not chapter ring, I'm sorry, bezel. Bezel is fully loomed, and it is a ceramic insert. The logo at the 12 is loomed, all the indices loomed, even the, there it is, crown is loomed. So loom is just crazy on this bad boy. So let's flip this camera around and go get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so there it is. The ZELOS Hammerhead V3 with the burnt orange dial. Guys, opinions on ZELOS? You like them, don't like them? If you are in the market for a dive watch and you don't care about brand as far as big brands, Breitling, or any of these, any of the major luxury brands, or even Seiko, check out ZELOS. These guys, I think when these first came out, they were going for $450, $400, $450. And a lot of times if you get in early on them, they're even cheaper than that. $450 for this. It blows any Seiko diver out of the water up to about the $1,000 range. So it's crazy good value for money. This is a beautiful watch. It was awesome to review it, and I think this one's gonna stick around in my collection for a while. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and as always, rock that watch.